TIFU by turning on the oven and committing a murder. My wife has been cultivating a sourdough starter for the last year and a half. It's been her baby for all of lockdown. The last couple of days she's had it growing in the oven to keep it in a warm and temperature-stable place. I knew they were in there but forgot in that key moment as I preheated the oven for dinner. 10 minutes later, the starter was dead as a doornail and partly cooked. I sat on the floor of the kitchen in horror. Of course, I told her as soon as she got home, and she's as upset at me as I am with myself. My wife immediately ran into the bedroom and is crying her eyes out. I can't console her since I'm the one at fault. Hopefully, some of the discard is useful for resurrecting Gertrude. God, I hope so. Seriously. Any tips would be welcome at this point. TLDR, I killed my wife's sourdough starter. Edit to update. Not out of the doghouse, but she is trying to revive some discard in the hopes it will come back. From what some of you have said, that may work. Also poured what was still liquid into new containers with the hope it survived. We'll know in a few days. Oof. Head over to our sourdough. They might have ideas. Not to mention proper commiseration and mourning. I saw a guy there talking recently about dehydrated discard that could be revived. There may be hope. I once gifted my sil some starter and her brother thought it was something that had gone bad and threw the entire thing out. She never even got to try it. I too have ruined something kept in an oven before. It is a silly thing. And both parties involved learn from it. Ever since then I always open the oven and check if anything was placed inside. You should buy her a small tabletop oven for her starter if you can afford one. It provides a solution. Will use less power. And will show her you care about her hobby and want to support it. I had my wife take a couple tablespoons, 30 milliliters, from hers and put it in the chest freezer in a zip-top bag. I'll do that again here soon. Just in case it dies. Once she gets another going. She should do this too. Once every several months is more than enough. I think of these as horcruxes. Sorry to hear about your starter. My roommate is a baker and does a lot with sourdough. We had a similar incident with starter murder in the oven. My other roommate 3D printed a sign that goes over the oven controls that says, breadproofing. No more murders since. TBH, I didn't know sourdough was so arduous to make until I googled what a starter was a minute ago. Dang. TBF, this was bound to happen. Storing things in the oven just isn't a good plan. You are not the one true boil. Not the mother dough. Sounds like that's the yeast of your worries. I can feel its tiny screams echoing in my soul. Blew it. You should go to a local bakery or possibly pizza place depending on their dough and ask for some of their starter. I bet it's much older than 1.5 years and may leaven your standing at home again. Damn. I read your title and worried this was a Sylvia Plath story. I'm very glad but also sorry the death was only sourdough. Hope you make it up to her somehow. Anytime when you store stuff in the oven, remove the oven control knob and keep it inside the oven. If your oven have a removable knob. Learned it from Reddit. I melted my Le Creuset pan holder into a $300 cast iron by storing it in the oven. I am sorry. RIP sourdough starter. I hope this isn't a weird offer, but I have a sourdough starter I made myself that is several years going strong and indestructible. Would sending a bit of that be an adequate replacement? Mine lives in the refrigerator and if I want to use it, it does fine at room temp on the counter. No oven required. Follow up. Though the mothership may be gone, the yeasts from that starter are still in that kitchen. They're hard to eradicate, really. Even if she starts a new one from scratch, I am certain her yeast cultures are still kicking in. We'll find their way back. Sourdough is magic like that. I'm sorry for laughing. I truly am. But I've done this before too, and it was my own. Another good stable spot is the microwave if you have one. Maybe watch the Motherdough episode of Brooklyn 99. Good luck, dude. I have zero idea what you are talking about, but the replies fascinate me. I did this once and caught it about 10 minutes into the oven heating up. I ruined the container, but some of the inner dough was still raw enough to salvage. My starter lives on and is nearing the 10-year mark. I hope you're happy, you monster.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.